All right, you guys, welcome to class. My name is Teacher Chad. This hour, we're going to be working on our reading and pronunciation as we read through a couple of short stories. The first short story we're going to take a look at is this one right here. Okay, the link is in the Verbling chat box as well as the Google chat box. Okay, and this story is called Sherry's Game. Okay, and let's see who we have in class so far. All right, whoops, where's my Hangout at? There we go. Hi, Mustafa, how are you? Welcome to class.
Hi, teacher. Good to see you again. Thank you.
Good to see you as well. Great to have you here. Hi there, Anastasia. Welcome. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. How about you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Good to see you.
Yeah.
And Amparo, welcome to class. How are you doing?
Hi, teacher. Doing well, thank you. What about you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Good, good, good. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get rolling. Okay, Mustafa, let's start off with you.
Okay.
Okay, Mustafa, let's have you read from Sherry Ann Lipsky. Okay, and go ahead and read this paragraph down to every day, please.
Okay. Sherry Annie Lipsky was born and raised in New York City. Her neighborhood was packed with people. Rows of houses lined the streets, some of which held 3 families in one. There were some trees planted in the concrete sidewalk, so there was a slight presence of nature, but cars ran up the block constantly, and parking spots were always full. There was a constant hum, people talking, music playing, truck delivering food, fire engines shouting at cars to get out of the way. All of this went on all day, every day.
Okay, nice job. Nice job. Really good job with your R's this time around. The only one that I really heard was up here with 3. Okay. Yeah, so let's try that. Which held 3 families in one.
Which held 3 families in one.
Okay, good. One more time. Which held 3 families in one.
Which held 3 families in one.
Okay, that's pretty good. Next up, we have the word. It's block and constantly here. Okay, so instead of block and constantly, these are block and constantly. Okay, but cars ran up the block constantly. Try that.
Okay, but cars ran up the block constantly.
Okay, watch that R between cars and ran. Okay, but cars ran up the block constantly. Give me good R's there.
Okay, but cars ran up the block constantly. Okay.
Good. All right, nice job. Everything else was really good. Okay, excellent work. Okay, very good. Let's go to Anastasia.
Okay.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, let's see. Let's have you read from Sherry Loved It. Okay, this is 5, and read down to here where it says New York, please.
Okay. Sherry loved it. New York was exciting. It was her home. It was all she'd ever known, and there was always something to do, even for a 10-year-old. Most of the closest friends lived just a few blocks away. She could call or text any or all of them, and in minutes they could gather together at the ice cream shop, pizza place, arcade, or one of the local playgrounds. When Sherry's friend got a message from her to meet at the playground, they knew what she was wanted to do: play handball. American handball is a popular game, most often played in cities, especially New York.
Okay, very good, very good. Let's take a look at 3 words. You read very well, very well. First up, we have the word meet. Give me a good long E sound here. Meet.
Okay. Meet.
Good.
Meet.
So, okay, got a message from her to meet at the playground.
Got a message from her to meet at the playground.
Okay, very good. Much better with the long E. Next one here is local. Instead of locale playgrounds, it's local. Local.
Local.
There you
Local.
go. Or one of the local playgrounds.
Or one of the local playgrounds.
Instead of la, okay, don't let your mouth open as much. It's low, local.
Local.
Yeah, or one of the local playgrounds.
Or one of the local playgrounds.
Okay, very nice. And your last one here is the word all. Right here, instead of saying all, open up your mouth. Okay, so it's
All.
yeah. She was all. Sorry, it was all she'd ever known.
It was all she ever knew.
She'd ever. It was all she'd ever known.
It was all she'd ever known.
Good. All right. Nice job. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, Amparo. All right. Let's have you read. Okay, from it is kind. Okay, down to whack at it, please.
It is kind of like tennis, except there is no net and the opponents are actually positioned right next to each other. It's common for players to play in single games. A single game is when two players compete against each other. To begin a game, one of the players serves by smacking a rubber ball, the only piece of equipment needed to play the game, with the palm of a hand at a wall, or perhaps the side of a building. After the ball deflects off the wall, the other player must hit it back against the wall for the first player to have a whack at it.
Okay, nice job. Nice job. Okay, so two parts here. First up, this is wall instead of wool. Okay, open up your mouth. Okay, so hit it back against the wall for the first player.
Hit it back against the wall for the first player.
Good, good. Yeah, nice and wide there. One more time. Hit it back against the wall for the first player.
Hit it back against the wall for the first player.
Okay, very nice. And the only other one here for you was the word other. Instead of each other, each other. Each other.
Each other.
Good, good. So we're going to say are actually positioned right next to each other.
Are actually positioned right next to each other.
Good. All right, nice job. Nice job. Thank you. Okay. Next up, Mustafa.
Okay.
Okay, please read from and back and forth. And read down to onto a court, please.
Okay. And back and forth the game goes until someone hits the ball out of bounds or is unable to continue the volley. Players can decide on where the boundaries lie, or if they are lucky, the playground's construction crew might have painted lines on the asphalt to mark out of bounds for them already. Sherry could play handball for hours and hours, from the time school got out until the sun went down. With that much practice, she became the best player in her entire neighborhood, winning just about every time she walked into a course.
Okay, very good. All right, let's go to onto. Instead of she walked unto, it's onto. Every time she walked onto a court.
Sorry, teacher, is it O sound? O sound.
Yeah, it's going to be an onto, just
Oh,
like
okay.
the normal on. Okay, so instead
Okay.
of saying unto, okay, unto is different. Okay, so
Oh,
this is an ah sound. Onto a court.
onto a course.
Okay, now here use an or sound with the word court. So you're saying court. Okay, open your mouth. Court.
Courts.
There you go.
Courts.
Good. So every time she walked onto a court.
Every time she walked onto a course.
Okay, much better. Much better. Okay. Next one here is the word her. Now here you're saying head, head entire. So your R was fine. You're saying hair. Okay, but you were saying hair like what's on someone's head. Okay, so there's a difference between hair and her.
Okay, her.
There you go. Yeah, so your lips need to come out. Okay, so we're going to say the best player in her entire neighborhood.
Okay, the best player in her. Oh, sorry. The best player in her entire neighborhood.
Good, good. One more time. In her entire neighborhood.
In her entire neighborhood.
Much better with her. Good. Next up here is okay, boundaries right here. Instead of boundaries, okay, this is the only R that I really heard that was off. Okay, and a little bit of where. Okay, a little bit. So we're going to try that all together. So we're going to say players can decide on where the boundaries lie. Okay, focus on your R's.
Okay. Players can decide. Okay. Player can decide on where the boundaries lie.
Okay. Now, you can say boundaries and really pronounce that A afterwards. But typically, when we have this word, okay, this A doesn't make a sound. So we don't say boundaries. It's just boundaries. Okay, sort of like a DR sound. Drees, boundaries.
Boundaries. Okay. But teacher, sorry, is it J sound or DD?
It's a JR. Boundaries.
Okay. Boundaries.
Okay.
Boundaries. Yeah.
Good. Good. All right. Nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's go to Anastasia. Please read from Her Friends Would Challenge. Okay, and that's like 2.5. Okay. Oh, the counting is going to get crazy. Here. I think about here, that should be about 6 lines. We'll just have you finish it. Something like that. There's only 3 of us in class. You guys will have 25 times to read today, so this will be good.
Yeah, sounds great. Sounds great.
So from her friends down to then it became clear. Please.
Okay. Okay. Her friends would challenge her, accepting the fact they would definitely lose, but played anyway just to get some exercises and have some fun. Towards the end of her first grade school year, her parents told Sherry some very upsetting news. Sherry, her mother began, worried that her daughter might cry. Your father has been given a wonderful, wonderful new job by the company he works for. Yes, Sherry, her father added. I'm very excited about it. It's a promotion, which means we can all have a much more comfortable life together. Okay, for a moment Sherry was unsure why they were speaking to her in such a way when it all sounded like such good news up until that point. Then it became clear.
Okay, very good. All right, nice reading here. Nice reading. So you skipped over A here. Okay. All right, so we're going to say we can all have a much more comfortable life together. Try that.
We can all have a much more comfortable life together.
Okay, now 2 things here. So remember, instead of saying comfortable, this is comfortable.
Comfortable.
Almost. So the OR here, this disappears. Okay?
Okay.
So instead of saying comfortable, it's comfortable. Almost. So you're adding in. Oops, sorry. It shouldn't be an N. It should be an F. Or sorry, an M. So comfortable. Or you can say comfortable. comfortable. Some people say comfortable with the sound after the T. Other people say table, comfortable. Okay? No matter how you say it, it doesn't matter. Okay? But the OR after the F is not pronounced.
Okay.
Comfortable.
Comfortable. Comfortable.
Okay, very good. Okay, now the other thing that I want you to do is with the word a, switch that to instead of to have a comfortable or a much more. So we're going to say to have a much more comfortable life together. Okay, so we can all have a much more comfortable life together. Try that.
We can have a much more comfortable life together.
Good, good. All right, nice job, nice job. Okay, up here, the word lose. Okay, so with this word, it's ooh. So bring the lips a little bit closer together. Instead of saying lose, it's ooh, lose.
Lose.
There
Lose.
you go. The fact they would definitely lose.
The fact they would definitely lose.
Okay, get that case sound in there. Fact. The fact they would definitely lose.
The fact they would definitely lose.
Okay, nice job. Good. Yeah, everything else was really great. Okay, excellent job. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, so became clear. Okay, Amparo, you're next. So from unfortunately. Okay. Okay, please read down to here where it says she missed New York, please.
Okay. Unfortunately, her mother said, "We have to move to Pennsylvania. Your father's company has a small office out there that he has been asked to manage. We know that you'll miss your New York home, Sherry," said her dad, "but you are a wonderful young lady. We know you will make some new friends." Sherry began to cry right away. Her parents comforted her, but she was very sad for weeks as she said goodbye to all of her childhood friends and the neighborhood they play in together. A few months later, Sherry was still in a funk. She missed New York.
Okay, very good. All right. Nice job with months this time around. Yeah, that was good. You didn't say months or anything like that. That was good. Okay. And excellent job at pronouncing the N. The N is a good one. You need to pronounce that in that word. That was good. Okay, nice job. Okay, so let's take a look at two parts here. So comforted. So we want to emphasize the come at the very beginning just a little bit more. Okay, instead of comforted. Okay, this is her parents comforted her.
Her parents comforted her.
Instead of con, ka. Open your mouth just a little bit more. Her parents comforted her.
Her parents comforted her.
Okay, very nice. Very nice. And okay, you had some really nice connections in here, like right away. Yeah, you'll make. I mean, you had a lot of really good ones that were in here. I wanted to practice this one here. You'll miss. Okay, so we had the short I, but then here you said you'll miss. Okay, so connect the L to the M. Okay, we know that you'll miss your New York home.
We know that you'll miss your New York home.
Oh, sorry. I was speaking when it was muted. Okay, one more time. We know that you'll miss your New York home. Try that again.
We know that you'll miss your New York home.
Okay, New York home. Instead of New York, New York. Add that K at the end. New York home.
New York home.
Okay, very good. Very good. All right, nice job. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, let's go to Mustafa. Okay. And welcome to the others who recently joined.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get back to you guys. So we'll go. We're gonna go right in the same order, but then we'll hit up Angelo, and then we'll have Ken be at the end. Okay. All right. So Mustafa, let's have you read from Her New Town.
Okay.
Okay, here. Okay, down to handball, please.
Okay. Her new town was okay. The other kids at school were welcoming to her, and her new fifth grade teacher, Miss Fox, was very good at her job. Still, it didn't feel like her home. What do you like to do for fun? Her schoolmate Tara asked one day at lunch. I don't know, said Cherry quietly. You don't know? What do you mean? Everybody likes to have fun, Tara said with a bright smile. Of course, Cherry knew exactly what she liked to do for fun, but also figured that none of her peers would have any idea how to play handball.
Okay, very good. Let's take a look at that last word. Instead of handball, it's ha. So open your mouth up wide, not really wide, but wider to the side. Instead of handball, it's ha, hand, handball.
Okay, handball, handball,
Okay.
handball.
Yeah, it's more of an ah. That's going to be the short a sound. Okay, so um, any idea how to play handball? Try that.
Any idea how to play handball?
Okay, very good. Next one is said. Okay, so this word here, instead of pronouncing it with a long a, saying say, said. Okay, it's a short e sound. Se, said.
Said.
Good. I don't know. Sherry said. Said Sherry quietly.
Okay. I don't know, said Sherry quietly.
There you go. There you go. Good. Next one here is the word still. Okay, give me a short I instead of saying stel. With a short E, it's still.
Still,
Good. One more time. Still.
still,
Okay, almost. So, what you need to do when you're pronouncing that I, or what it needs to feel like. Okay, so when you're pronouncing it, your tongue, or so. Let's see the difference between the short I and the short E. Okay, is where your tongue is touching. Okay, because right now when you're saying the word, okay, it's coming out like still, okay, with the short E. Okay, when you pronounce the short E, okay, so short E, your tongue does not touch bottom of your teeth, or I mean you can, but you have to be really good at it. Okay, but in order to help you with the tongue placement, okay, it can't touch here. Okay, and when I'm saying this, your tongue, I'm talking about the sides of your tongue here. Okay, so when we say it, okay, your tongue needs to be down. That's going to be the short E. Okay, so tongue doesn't touch the sides, or sorry, the bottom of the teeth. Okay. On the other hand, the short I does, but it doesn't raise past the bottom of the teeth. Okay, it's almost like it's level. Okay, so when you pronounce that short I, okay, so we'll say tongue is level with the bottom of the top teeth. Okay, so that's where your tongue should be. So when I say stel, my jaw drops a little bit, and my tongue comes down. It's not touching my teeth. When I say still, it is touching my teeth. Okay, and I can feel it there. So when you say that word, okay, practice putting your tongue at the top of your mouth. Okay, hold that in position, and it's still. Try that, Mustafa.
still,
There you go. Okay, a little bit more sound in there instead of stole. So you're trapping the sound here. It's not stole. Sti. Raise it up. Raise
still,
it up in the mouth.
still,
Still.
still,
There you go. That's a bit better. One more time. Still.
still.
Good. Good. Yeah, so that I, Okay, so when we're talking about these sounds, there's 4 neutral sounds. Okay, the short I is what we call neutral 4. Okay, neutral 1 is the schwa, which is down here. Neutral 2 is and you feel it about right here. Neutral 3 is and that comes up a little bit higher. And then neutral 4 is which is higher up in the mouth. Okay, you don't want to feel the down here. If you say, like what you were saying, still, that's when it gets a different sound. And that's why I was sort of hearing that E sound, because the short E is about right here in the mouth. Okay? If you think about where you're placing the sound or the resonance, okay?
So you teacher, you feel like vibration when you touch that part of your skin, your body.
Not it's not in the skin. I'm talking in the throat. So when I say,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
example, I feel the resonance down here. It's like way at the bottom of the throat. When I say it raises up, and that would be like would, should, could. Okay, all of those different words. Book, the sound. Okay, that's about here. Raises up a little bit higher, like be, bet, and it's sort of in this region of the throat. Okay, when I say it raises up higher. Okay, and so that's and when you were saying still, okay, you were including this part of your throat, and so that's why I was hearing it as still or stell. Okay, which is with the short E. So you have to think of where you're placing that resonance in your throat. So it needs to come up higher. Your tongue touches the bottom of your teeth, and don't think about placing the sound here with the L. Think about the vowel being here, and then you can pronounce the L. Okay, that's how we get through that vowel plus the L sound. Okay.
Okay.
All right, good. Great. Let's go to Anastasia.
Okay.
Okay. Where did we end? How to play handball. Okay, so let's have you read from Come On, said Tara. Okay, here, 4. Go ahead and read down to Sherry agreed, please.
Okay. Come on, Tara said. I like to go shopping and watch tennis. We must like something. You watch tennis? Sherry asked her. Yep, I play every once in a while too. Really? Sherry was getting excited. She thought that maybe, just maybe, if she showed Tara how to play handball, Sherry would finally find the motivation to go outside again. Remembering that all she needed was a rubber ball and a wall, she told Tara to meet her in the back of the school when it was out. There she would show her what she liked to do for fun. After school, Sherry told Tara all the rules. That's easy to play, Tara said. It's just like tennis. Sherry agreed.
Okay, nice job. Okay, good. So we had ball and wall and all and all those things all over the place. That was really good. Okay, and you started to settle into it as you kept reading through, and it was almost like you went, oh yeah, I have to say it this way. Okay, because at the very beginning, when we had on handball right here, that was the only one where you had said handball, and it was more of a ol sound. But you kind of went, oh yeah, and then it was ball, all, wall, okay, and you started pronouncing good all sounds. That was really good, okay. All right, and now the only other one here is aster, okay. Yeah, so instead of pronouncing a K sound, saying asked her, okay, or asker, okay, pronounce the T instead, aster. Try that.
Aster.
Asked with the T. So what I hear, and this is what I heard last time when we were reading as well, instead of pronouncing the T, you're just pronouncing the K. And so you're pronouncing it in like if it was present tense, but without conjugating it to that person. And so you're saying, Sherry asked her. Okay?
Sherry asked her.
Yeah, so
Sherry
add the
asked
T. Asked her. Okay?
Asked
You
her.
watch tennis? Sherry asked her?
You watch tennis? Sherry asked her.
There you go. Yeah, go to that T. One more time. You watch tennis? Sherry asked her.
You watch tennis? Sherry asked her.
Okay, good, good. Yeah, focus on that T more than the K. Okay, and you'll get there. Okay. Yeah, everything else is pretty good. Okay, really,
So
really
we
nice
don't
connections.
pronounce. So we don't pronounce the K. We just say asked. Asked.
You're exactly right. Okay, when it is in past tense like this, we just pronounce the T. We do not pronounce the K. When it is in present tense and it's like asks or ask, okay, then yes, we have to pronounce that. Okay, or the continuous form ing. Okay, asking, we do pronounce it, but past tense we do not have to. Okay, you can if you want to pronounce the K by saying asked, but it sounds funny to us. It's not a normal way of saying it. Okay, we'll understand you perfectly. We'll understand you perfectly. It's not, there's no problem.
It sounds more natural. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. Good, good. Yeah, no problem. Nice job. Nice job. Okay. Next up is Amparo.
Yeah.
Okay, Amparo, please read from They Played. Okay, here. Let's just have you finish the story, and then we'll move on to Ken, and we'll have him start off the next story. Okay? Go ahead and read from they down to got, please.
They played for 2 consecutive hours until the pair had to go home. Sherry's pupil was not very good at handball right away, but she figured with Tara's ability to play tennis, she would be able to compete a little bit better at the city game soon. "I'll beat you some day," Tara shouted at Sherry as she walked away, in a friendly tone. "We'll see," Sherry replied, realizing what all of this meant. Sherry made a new best friend, and she was lucky too. Sherry remembered how she presumed that nobody in her new town would be interested in playing handball. How silly that was! The first person she mentioned it to play the game with her for hours the first chance she got.
Okay, very good. Very good. All right, let's go to this bad boy right here. Okay, so it's mentioned it to.
Mention it to.
There you go. Okay, so the first person she mentioned it to play, or mentioned it to played. Holy macaroni. Let's see. The first person she mentioned it to play. Okay, so we should have a comma right there. That's why. The first person she mentioned it to played the game for hours. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I was thinking that we had to connect it together. These people, they don't know how to edit their own writing. Add that comma in there. Yeah, so pause right after to, and then it'll make it a little bit easier to go through the rest of it. So, and we'll stop on game. So the first person she mentioned it to played the game. Yeah, just tell her. Go ahead.
The first person she mentioned it to played the game.
Okay, yeah, so that's a little bit of a challenge. Mentioned it to.
Mentioned it to.
There you go. One more time. Mentioned it to.
She mentioned it to.
Good. The first person she mentioned it to played the game.
The first person she mentioned it to played the game.
Okay, very good. Okay, very nice. Let's go to handball. Okay, so here it sounded like you pronounced an M, saying ham ball. So it's handball, handball.
Handball.
Okay, now open your mouth up just a little bit more for the handball.
Handball.
Okay, very good. Next one here is interested. Okay, so interested. Put the stress at the very beginning instead of interested. Interested.
Would be interested.
Good. So new. Let's see. Yeah, let's try from here. Would be interested in playing handball.
Would be interested in playing the handball.
Okay, instead of in played, in playing.
Yeah.
Would be interested in playing handball.
Would be interested in playing handball.
Okay, all right, pretty good. Next one here is this. Okay, right here, instead of saying these with a long E, okay, push your tongue down just a bit. Okay, it's this.
Of this meant.
Yeah, realizing what all of this meant.
Realizing what all of this meant.
Okay, very nice. And let's see, last one, or no, two more. So here, instead of Tara, Tara shouted.
Tara shouted.
Okay, very good. And your last one up here is hours. Make sure to pronounce that S. Okay, so they played for 2 consecutive hours until the pair had to go home.
They played for 2 consecutive hours.
Okay, all right, very good. Nice job. Thank you.
Yes.
All right, let's go to our next story, you guys. Let's see, the game and Subway. Okay. Okay, this is our next one. No one likes to wait around except for Ken. Hey, Ken, how you doing?
Yes, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Everyone else was impatient. They all came in and they left. Okay, very good. Thanks for sticking around, Ken. Let's have you read from Roberta, or Roberta. Sorry, I gotta pronounce that like an American. Okay, so Roberta down to thought to herself, please.
Okay. Roberta waited for the subway doors to open. It was hot, and she was tired. And the train was crowded. She was ready to leave. As the conductor applied the bank brakes and the wheels squealed to a stop, Roberta noticed that the man to her left was also getting ready to leave. Just before the doors opened, the boys leaned forward to exit at the same time, but the train was so crowded that there was room for only one person at a time to step out onto the platform. The bell went ding, and the doors slid open. I'm not in such a rush that I have to race people, Roberta thought to herself.
Okay, very good. Okay, let's try that name one more time. So this is instead of Roberta.
Roberta.
Yeah, Roberta. Roberta thought to herself. Try that.
Roberta thought to herself.
Okay, very good. Next one here. Okay. Okay, so a couple things here. So we have the TH, they both, and then we also have the word to exit instead of exited. Okay, exit. Okay, so they both leaned forward to exit at the same time. Try that.
They both leaned forward to exit at the same time.
That's right. So instead of exit, it's exit. Okay, stress at the beginning of that word. One more time. They both leaned forward to exit at the same time.
They both leaned forward to exit at the same time.
There you go. Good job. Next one here is the word also. Okay. Also, where did you go? Oh, right here. Okay, instead of also. Okay, open your mouth. All, also.
Also.
Okay. Was also getting ready to leave.
Was also getting ready to leave.
Okay, one more time. Was also getting ready to leave.
Was also getting ready to leave.
Yeah, so just remember with those words that have the ah or the al in it, it's going to be a big sound. All, also. Right?
Also.
Okay, next one here is she was. Instead of she was tired, give me an sh here. She was tired.
She was tired.
Okay, good. And your last one here is the word open. Okay, with this word you were saying open with an ah sound. Instead of open, the word is oh, open.
Open.
Good. Roberta waited for the subway doors to open.
Roberta waited for the subway doors to open.
Okay, great. Nice job. Thank you. Okay. Okay, back to the top, Mustafa. Mustafa, let's have you read from everyone on the subway. Okay, finish here. And let me have you read down to looking over at her at all, please.
Okay, everyone on the subway is always so pushy, and I don't like pushy people. I'll be one of the very few nice, polite subway rider. So she passed to let the man leave first, but the man didn't move. He didn't take a step. He didn't leave. It seemed he was being polite too. They both stood there for a second, leaning without walking. Roberta looked over to him. Usually, when two people are both being polite, they look at each other, and one of them makes a hand gesture, as if to say, "No, you go ahead, I insist." That wasn't happening. The man wasn't looking over at her at all.
Okay, nice job. Nice job. All right, let's go to, okay, nice correction here, but we want to work on the stress here. You were saying that wasn't happening. Okay, so you're pushing at the end of the word saying wasn't. Okay, instead of wasn't happening, it's wasn't. That wasn't happening. Try that.
Okay, that wasn't happening.
There you go. Okay, very good. Next one here is first. I think it's up here. I don't know if there was another one. Okay, so first, instead of first, with an air sound, it's first. The man leave first.
The man leave first.
There you go. Good. So she paused to let the man leave first. One more time.
So she paused to let the man leave first.
Good. Much better with the vowel sound. Okay. Here we're going to say polite subway riders. Okay. So you stress the word riders, saying polite subway riders. Okay. So we're going to come down on that. Instead of da-da-da-dum, it's da-da-da-dum. Polite subway riders.
Polite subway riders.
Okay, almost come down. Come down with your tone. Da-da, da-da-da-dum. Polite subway riders.
Polite subway riders.
There you go. That's how we want to say it. Good. And your last one here is, let's see, very. Instead of very few, okay, very. Okay, give me a good R here. Very few.
Very few.
Okay, I'll be one of the very few.
I'll be one of very few. Of the very few.
Okay, all right, good. All right, nice job. Thank you.
Thank you, teacher.
No problem. Okay. All right, next up is Anastasia. Okay, Anastasia, please read from How Strange. Finish here. And read down to Subway, please.
Okay. How strange. But he wasn't a strange man. In fact, he looked like a polite man. He had a well-groomed mustache, and he was wearing a long-sleeved button-down shirt with the sleeves rolled up and a tie with a little ice-skating penguins on it. How cute, thought Roberta. I love penguins. An imagine came to Roberta's mind of the penguins she had seen at the zoo. Roberta didn't like the zoo, similar to the reason she didn't like the subway. The zoo animals can't leave, the penguins couldn't leave the zoo, and Roberta couldn't leave the subway.
Okay, very good. Let's get a little bit deeper E sound here. So couldn't leave. Couldn't leave the subway.
Couldn't leave the subway.
There you go. One more time. Roberta couldn't leave the subway.
Roberta couldn't leave the subway.
Good. Next one here is image instead of imagine.
Okay.
So this is
image.
An image came to Roberta's mind.
An image came to Roberta's mind.
Okay, very nice. And your last one is button. Okay, so remember, when you have a double T plus a vowel and an N, that double T cannot be pronounced like a flap T sound. So we can't say button down. So you have two options. You can pronounce it with the normal T, button down, or you can pronounce it with a swallowed T, which is button. Button down.
Button
Okay?
down.
Good, good.
Button
So
down.
not button, button.
Button.
Yeah, button
Button.
down. Button down shirt.
Button down shirt.
Good. Yeah. Just remember, if you're going to pronounce the T's, they have to be normal T's, button, or you won't pronounce the T's at all. Button.
Button.
Okay. So let's try this. He was wearing a long sleeve button down shirt.
He was wearing a long sleeve button down shirt.
Good. Good. One more time. He was wearing a long sleeve button down shirt.
He was wearing a long sleeve button down shirt.
Okay. All right. Nice job. And I think, yep, that was the last one. Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Very good. Next up is Amparo.
Yep.
Okay, Amparo, please read from Then She Remembered. Finish the page and read down to here where it says he had just collapsed. Please.
Then she remembered that she could leave the subway. If this man wanted to keep being polite, that was fine. She was going out to get herself some fresh air. She lifted a foot, the very important first step to taking a step, but before she could put it back down, the man started to leave. All of a sudden, now that Roberta wanted to leave, he did also. That wasn't it, though. Roberta watched the man stagger and stumble. He fell to the ground as he moved toward the door. He hadn't tripped. He had just collapsed.
Okay, very good. Okay, so on that last word there, instead of collapsed, it's collapsed.
Collapsed.
Okay. He had just collapsed. Try that again.
He had just collapsed.
Okay, good. All right, let's go to the word moved. You had a little bit of an ed here, saying as he moved towards. Okay, so it's as he moved toward the door. Try that.
As he moved toward the door.
Okay, one more time. As he moved toward the door.
As he moved toward the door.
Okay, good. And let's go over this one here. This was a little rough getting through, okay? So that wasn't it though. That wasn't it though.
That wasn't it though.
That wasn't it though.
That wasn't it though.
Okay, all right, good. Next one here. Fresh air. Let's see here. Where's fresh air at? Okay, so she was going out to get herself some fresh air. Okay, but okay, so some fresh air. Okay, yeah. So you had stressed fresh instead of air here. Okay, so she was going out to get herself some fresh air.
She was going out to get herself some fresh air.
Good. Now these collocations. So you might be wondering, you're saying, okay, so how do I know, for example, in this other one where I had to come down, where was that at? I forget. It was up above. So where we had to come down on the phrase and end. Well, this one I'm going slightly up. Okay. Well, this is a collocation. Okay. So fresh air, when you have two words kind of put together that seem right together. Okay, fresh air. And so when you have that, we're going to emphasize that second half of the word a little bit. We're not going to say fresh air.
The noun instead of the adjective.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah. So that's why on this one we're going to kind of push on that last word, but we're still not pushing way up. We're not going to say fresh air. Okay, it's not way up like that, but yeah, we don't come down on it. So we don't come fresh air. It's fresh air.
Okay.
Okay. All right, and okay, last one here. To keep being. Okay, so let's work on the connection here. This man wanted to keep being polite. Instead of keepa, it's keep being. Try that.
If this man wanted to keep being polite.
Now give me a good long E there. Instead of keep.
Keep being polite.
Okay, good. All right, much better. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, so we came down here to collapsed. Okay, let's see here. Ken, you're next. Please read from He Fell on Metal. Okay, and let's see here. Read down to, yeah, go ahead and read this next paragraph down to She Hoped, please. That's right.
Okay. Sorry, what is the starting point?
Starting point is he fell. He fell on metal armrest.
Okay. He fell on the metal armrest of the bench. Then he was on his knees, with his head in his arms. He was unconscious. He hadn't been ignoring her. He wasn't even being polite or rude. Maybe he was sick or overheated, or hadn't had enough to drink that day. Maybe he had a medical condition. People rushed over to help him. The man woke up and then looked around with wide open eyes, like he didn't know where he was, or who he was. Someone gave him water. They sat him down. Roberta wanted to help, but this was her stop, and there were so many people around him already. It looked like it was going to be okay, she hoped.
Okay, nice job. Nice job. Let's work on our O sounds just a little bit. Okay, so on this last word, instead of she hopped, okay, ho. Give me an O sound. She hoped.
She hoped.
Good, good. All right, and the only other one you read really well this time around. Okay, the only other one was over right here. Instead of people rushed over to him, instead of over, it's over. Over. People rushed over to him to help him.
People rushed over to help him.
One more time. People rushed over to help him.
People rushed over. People rushed over to help him.
There you go. Good. Now you felt it that time, right? You felt yourself say over. Yeah. Okay.
O changed to A.
Yeah. So watch those sounds, especially with those O's, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nice job, Ken. Thank you. Let's see here. So down to hoped. And okay, so Mustafa, let's have you finish up our story for us. And with this, we'll probably end just a touch early. Okay, go ahead and read from Roberta down to the end, please.
Okay, Roberta stepped onto the outdoor platform. The breeze on her skin was the best thing she had felt all day. The sun was getting lower in the sky, and soon it would be cool. In an hour or two, the heat would die down, and she would be out on her stoop with her friends. The last thing she saw as the train pulled away was the man lifting his head up and opening his eyes.
Okay, very good. All right, let's go to the word train. Okay, long A sound here instead of trying. Okay, long A, train.
Train.
Good. As the train pulled away.
As the train pulled away.
Okay, good. All right, here we have the word stoop instead of stup. Okay, it's an oo sound. Stoop.
Okay, stoop.
Good. She would be out on her stoop with her friends.
She would be out on her stoop with her friends.
Okay, now give me a good her instead of hair. Her. She would be out on her stoop with her friends.
Okay, She would be out on her stoop with her friends.
There you go. Good. In an hour or two. Okay. Where was that at? Okay, right here. So instead of in an hour or two, it's in an hour, da 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 da. In an hour or two.
Okay, sorry. In an hour or two. In an hour or two. In an hour or two.
Good. There you go. One more time. In an hour or two.
In an hour or two.
Okay, very nice. And your last one here is platform instead of plate. Plateform. Platform.
Platform.
Good. Roberta stepped onto the outdoor platform.
Roberta stepped onto the outdoor platform.
All right. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, you guys. Well, thank you very much for coming in. It was great having you here. Stay tuned. I have some openings at the end of this week. I might be giving a few more classes. It just depends on if I have any other private bookings. So we'll see. Though it's vacation time all throughout Europe and places like that. So that's why I have some extra time here. So good. All right, you guys. We'll see you.
Thank you for the class. See you. Take care.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you.